We're dealing with patent write-off and investment income. The 2004 paper is a good example, so it's worth looking at. The question tells us that incorporated in our patents of 58,200 is 2 months investment income. So we've got 1/6 of 6% of 180,000. We've got 1,800 investment income inside in the wrong account. Investment income, you'll know, is an account with a credit balance, because when you receive money, you debit your bank and you credit your investment income account. And we've put that credit entry, which should be in the investment income account, into a patents account. Now, patents are an asset, and they've got a debit balance. So we've got a debit balance here of 58,200 in an account that has wrongly 1,800 on its credit side. And the only way to get 1,800 on the credit side out is to debit this account, and it's already a debit balance, so we're increasing the value of our patents by 1,800. The temptation may be to subtract 1,800 from 58,200, but remember, an account with a debit balance has got a credit entry inside in it, so to remove it we must debit the account, which increases it by 1,800. That brings our patents to €60,000. And I'm writing them off over 5 years, so I must put €12,000 into my profit and loss account as an expense. If you're doing a manufacturing account, you're probably going to put that as a factory overhead. And that leaves us with a figure of 48,000 in the balance sheet for our patents. Now, back to investment income. The question further tells us that on top of this 1,800 that we received already, we've also received direct into our bank account 2,700 in investment income. That's improved our overdraft by 2,700. I have the original overdraft written in as a minus figure, so this is reducing it. You'll see now that we've brought our investment income up to 4,500. The investments were made on the 1st of the 5th, so that's 8 months. So that's 2/3 of 6% of 180,000. That's 7,200. So we've received 4,500 already, and another 2,700 is due to us, so I must account for that. So that we're going to put in to our profit and loss account as income 7,200, and we're still owed 2,700, so we'll show the 2,700 as a current asset in the balance sheet. Our investments, our financial fixed assets, 180,000 in the balance sheet. The net patents, 48,000, intangible fixed asset. Our investment income and the profit and loss, 7,200, 2,700 of which is due and must appear in the balance sheet as a current asset. And there are other adjustments to be made to the bank account. It's worth remembering that in relation to investment income, you're probably meant to be able to tell, looking at the trial balance, the appropriate entry in the profit and loss account. Because the question does say that you made your investment on the 1st of the 5th, and as we said, that's 8 months or 2/3 of a year. So you're meant to be able to look at that and to know that you're going to have to credit your profit and loss account. You're going to have to show income from investments of 2/3 of 6% of 180,000, 7,200. It's similar to your debentures or your mortgage loan in that regard, insofar as you're probably meant to be able to tell the correct figure for the profit and loss account just by reading the trial balance. You'll have to read the rest of the adjustments to work out if you're owed some investment income, which almost invariably we are. Sinead?